inside the Bedford Fountain Leisure Centre here, London, England, FIGHTSTAR Championship 13 London presents championship action in the Bantamweight division. This is fought over 5 3-minute rounds for the vacant amateur Bantamweight title. This bout sponsored by Bantamweight by Yodex. And now, introducing first, your first challenger for the title in the blue corner. At 5 feet 8 inches tall, he has an amateur record, 5 wins against 2 defeats. Representing RPMAA from Stourport, Worcestershire, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Macca the Terror White. And his opponent standing across the cage in the red corner, your second challenger for the title. At 5 feet 8 inches tall, he has an amateur record, 5 wins against a single defeat. Representing Premier MMA from Camberley, he is Nik Bagley. When the championship action begins, your referee in charge is Rich Mitchell.
FIGHTSTAR Championship Amateur Bantamweight belt is on the line here.
Gents, you've got to protect yourselves at all times. You're going to obey my instructions at all times. You're going to keep going till I say stop. Now touch gloves and step back.
Some Cockney nonsense from Rich Mitchell. Macca White in the Venom tie shorts, taking on Nik Bagley in the black bonsai board shorts. I'm David Otherby, alongside me Dean Midhat. And Dean, again, looks another close one on paper, this one.
Yeah, excellent matchup. Got White with the fast hands, excellent wrestling, very competent all-rounder. He's showing the leg kicks here in his game. And I'm just looking to the right side of White's body there. It seems like he's got a cross there of that physio tape. Could be like a rib injury on that side, perhaps. I wonder if Bagley's seen that and he's going to target that side.
Yeah, I've got to question how much benefit the tape is compared to putting a target on an injury. You know, it sticks out to me, obviously. We're not exactly sure what's going on there.
Bagley, a great striker himself, precision footwork, and we're seeing head kicks here now. Very tight Muay Thai skills, has been over working in Thailand at the famous Tiger Muay Thai gym.
Yeah, Bagley looking extremely confident on the feet. A couple of those head kicks were almost a hair's width away from ending this one.
Bagley looking for a home for that left hand, gets his guard nice and high from the counter punch from White.
I mean, obviously you've been out to Thailand yourself, Dean, I know, on a number of occasions. Obviously, the level out there on the feet is amazing. And what's the training regime like compared to, say, the UK?
It's hard when you get 2 hours worth of training and yeah, minimum sit-ups. You've got to do a 500. So that
Ouch.
just says up. Yeah, just that's the end of the class as well. So there's intense warm-up, sparring, obviously the technical sides of it. But what it brings to the table is Thailand is the home of Muay Thai. And when you go there, just the technical advances you make, just even being there for a couple of weeks, puts you a step ahead of the game. Beautiful double leg there from Bagley.
Yeah, Bagley showing that he's been working the grappling as well.
Bagley's got some nice ground and pound from the top position. Great hip control when he's on the top, as we're seeing that here, switches through to side control, controls the head, shoulder of doom, the left shoulder into the face of White.
Yeah, lovely pass and heavy top pressure now from Nik Bagley. Gives up the crossface, maybe looking to isolate that arm on the far side.
He's working that arm nice and high. He likes the armbar usually from the mount, but he's technically sound in all positions. It looks like he's creeping from the mount there. He's trying to kind of like step up there with his right knee across the belly of White.
He will run out of time to work in this one. But good first round in the bag for Nik Bagley. Threatened on the feet. A couple of head kicks that just whistled by his opponent's head, and then in the end, hit a nice little takedown just to try and cement the round for him. Good start for the Premier MMA fighter. This one's scheduled for 3 5s. 5 3s? 3? 5 3s. 5 3s.
The title.
Yeah, there you go.
They probably would have not been too happy with 5 5s.
Advice from the crowd. I won't repeat it, but it was passionate.
It's past 9 o'clock, isn't it?
Deep breath from Nik Bagley as we are ready to get underway in this second round. Again, Bagley in the blackboard shorts, Macca White in the Venom Muay Thai trunks. Lovely low kick there from Nik Bagley to start this round.
White's got to set up these strikes here. He's got to set traps, stay one step ahead, and set these traps in advance. Can't throw singular shots. He's got to really mix up the combinations, use fakes and feints to draw Bagley in.
Bagley constantly switching his stance from orthodox to southpaw, just as and when he pleases here, giving his opponent different looks.
Bagley faking the level change there, switching stance. He's got a killer switch leg kick that drops anyone in its path. So watch out when he stands orthodox. There we go.
I like that Macca White just choosing the stance change just to rush in on him there. Doesn't want to let his opponent get too comfortable, does he, Dean, having this his own way and switching as he pleases. Oh, beautiful takedown again from Nik Bagley. He's definitely got that in his locker, hasn't he?
Yeah, perfect timing there. He's in half guard now. He's going to control with that underhook with his left arm. He's going to try and sneak his left leg out of that position and work to the mount. Keep heavy on the top half of White's body. Use the instep of his foot to pry open the legs of White to free his leg up.
Moves beautifully into mount. Looking for that S mount, maybe an armbar. Maybe this is the armbar you were talking about.
Using it to stay on top. And he sensed there that he potentially couldn't catch that armbar as tight as he wanted and he would end up on the back. So he switched his hips around now onto the side control position, blocking the hip off. See with his right arm there, he's blocking White's hip. And as White tries to hip escape, he just can't move. Can't get that knee in.
Choke, north-south choke options. And arm bars. It's a methodical attack thus far from Nik Bagley. Again, looking to try and mount. Might go knee on belly first.
So I think he could be setting up Kimura on that side. He's going to reach around to grab the wrist, funnel his left hand underneath the bicep and grab his own wrist there in a figure 4 combination. But interesting to see White actually defending on the right side. Now he's locked up the arm. Smart play from White on the bottom to really tie up the arms of Bagley so he can't get anything decisively.
Yeah, he was certainly aware of the Kimura attempt, White. But Bagley's top pressure, very, very good. Very good basics. He's got the cross facing there, hips are low. It's been a dominant performance, I'd say, thus far from Nik Bagley. But on the flip side, Dean, Macca White still very much in this, hasn't been hurt in any way, has he?
Yeah, Macca's got some excellent scrambles and works well off his back usually, but I mean, Bagley's one of these fighters. He's technically sound, strong in all aspects of the game and equally dangerous. Some fighters are all-rounders, but they never excel in one field that makes them dangerous. Bagley is dangerous in all aspects, and that makes him and this such an exciting fight.
Yeah, definitely very, very confident on the feet and on the floor as Nik Bagley. And let's not forget the 2 beautiful takedowns which have taken him there in each round as we move into the third. 3 of a scheduled 5 here. FSC Bantamweight belt on the line.
Working those kicks, switching the stance, showing the rear legs, switching to the front leg. I love it. Right, returning fire, looking for the kick. The catch on the kick there. Whoa, big right hand. Is White hurt here? Could be because he's looking for the takedown, looking for the clinch. He's recovering well on the outside.
It's been so difficult for White to get any sort of rhythm going on the feet, hasn't it, Dean? I mean, there's constant stance changes from Bagley, low kicks, headshots, head kicks. He's a very difficult customer to get a read on the feet.
Just simply never know what's coming with Bagley, because he's so proficient in all areas. It's a danger in anything he throws. And indeed, looking for the takedown there. Single leg head inside, beautifully, turns the corner and ends up on top.
Consummate performance thus far from Premier MMA's Nik Bagley as he hits another takedown and now electing to rain down some ground and pound. White does well to get back into half guard. Bagley might look to isolate this arm again, Dean. Maybe a head and arm.
White's corner showing some confidence there to keep the pressure on, keep moving. They believe that Bagley is going to be stagnant in this position, and they want White to work out of this into the full guard. Going to try and sneak his left leg from underneath. That's why Bagley now is trying to block that leg, because he's trying to pass on that side.
Yeah, overhook for White here. Options for triangles.
Very methodical passing game here by Nik Bagley. He ticks all the boxes. He controls the head, keeps his weight down, stays on the tiptoes to regain his maneuverability on the top. Never the scrambles here from White, looking to get to his feet, manages it.
Beautiful work from White, explodes back to his feet. Can he get anything going here? Nice left hand from White.
And White's got to throw these combinations now, punches in bunches. Nice, Superman punch there. Be careful of the head. Bagley's looking to set up this arming guillotine. 10-second clapper, jumping guard.
Can't see him getting it with only a few seconds left in the round. But again, looks good in the judge's eyes as well with that submission attempt.
Yes.
Another interesting round. I think White, a little bit of confidence there with his stand-up towards the end of that one, Dean.
Yeah, he's starting to get into his groove here. But he's got to be wary of that takedown. And White just really needs to stay on the outside, fight smart, combinations, finish with the uppercuts, and really keep the leg kicks to a minimum. And if he does throw a leg kick, it's got to be low and he's got to move off that center line so Bagley can't shoot him for that double.
Yeah, I've noticed at the start of each round, Bagley's come out and almost immediately landed a low kick and just almost started mesmerizing White straight away with the stance changes and the low kicks and going up high. And White almost in the first two rounds fell into kind of, you know, a reactive shell rather than proactive. But at the end of the third there were signs that he was starting to get the grips of it a bit, come forward with a nice flying knee and Superman punch at the end of that round. And stuffs this takedown. Oh, beautiful work round the corner and takes the back. Wow.
Savvy wrestling there from Bagley, and he finds himself now in back control, looking to secure the neck.
Yeah, looking to control the neck, cross legs, but you've got to know the rule to break the rule, as they say. Good work from White. Ends up giving up half guard, but you know, with your back taken 5 seconds into a round, that's a decent result.
It's interesting to see this dominant pressure. White usually is very technical with his sweeps and he makes sure he ticks all the boxes before he progresses. But I think he's just being a bit too cautious at the point in time. He's having to defend a possible setup for the head and arm triangle here.
good work from White to defend it, but it is all defense this far. Bagley looking to step over this leg into half guard.
White's looking for the triangle. He's got to sneak that leg over the head. Bagley too savvy though, sees it coming.
Steps right into mount. Beautiful pass from Nik Bagley.
Grapevine in the legs now. He's trying to keep his hips close, keep the pressure down in the center line of White to stay on top, skydiving with the arms to prevent the sweep.
Wonder if we'll see this another S-mount armbar attempt, or is he content just to work the strikes maybe?
Bagley from the top. He's quite happy to sit here, but he needs to keep busy. The referees are looking on here. The worst thing he wants now is a stand-up. He's obtained this position, he's passed the guard. He's enjoying the fruits of his labor now in this dominant position. He's got his left arm around the head of White there. If White can try and get that grapevine out and work the sweep to his right side. But that's why Bagley is shimmying his weight over to his right side, to the opposite side to which White wants to sweep him. Make it very difficult to gain that momentum underneath. White just really doesn't have an answer for this dominant top control.
Yeah, it's difficult for him. Obviously, he's done well thus far to negate the amount of damage that Nik Bagley can inflict on him, but still it's such positional dominance from Bagley. Macca White just really struggling to get anything going on the floor at the moment.
But I mean, Bagley's doing the correct thing. He's looking for the win, you know, he's scoring the positions, he's dominating the fight, shutting down White's game on the feet. And then as soon as White thinks, right, okay, now I can start to get in my groove, blam, Bagley goes for a takedown.
We are moving into the championship. Final round here. Thus far, dominant performance from Nik Bagley, but Macca White still in it. I'm sure his corner would have told him, Dean, he'd need to finish here.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear Bagley's corner actually tell him, right, go for it this round, look for the finish. So, and I love that. Fighters come out here to perform and, you know, help enjoy this experience, get the crowd involved, put on a good show, and you can see that now. He's working for this guillotine up against the cage. If he can clasp the arms up and use the cage as leverage, White senses that, puts his back flat to the mat. Open half guard here from White on the bottom.
So what you notice from Bagley as well, he looks very physically strong in those kind of situations, the snap downs and grabbing the head. Very well put together for the weight.
Due to his immense balance on the top, he's just able to funnel that underhook. You can see his right arm there, and it's funneled quite deep. And I mean, there's a sweep you can get caught in, but the cage is obviously there at this point in time. But Bagley is so dominantly heavy on the top, he's able just to stay there. Yeah, the referee's asking him to start working now. And Bagley now working to pull the hips away from the cage. Doesn't want White to cage walk and stand up, get this back to the feet. White trying to funnel that right arm in for the underhook, but Bagley completely shuts it off, and that's the key here. The underhooks of Bagley. You can see that White didn't want to accept that, but he had no choice because Bagley was so tight when he was on top.
Yeah, good work from Nik Bagley again. say the only sort of glimmer of any offense would be a triangle for Macca as Bagley goes to this sort of almost an over-under kind of position, but just nothing doing is there. The hips are just too heavy on this leg, and he's too comfortable here, as you said.
White needs to really explode out of this position, trying to get his feet on the hips, try and turn down, use a switch, cage walk. Nearing the end of this fight now, and he finds himself on the bottom of a very dominant and heavy Bagley in side control.
Bagley inside control now, and moves straight over to mount. Might look for the head and arm here, Dean. Comes off to the side. This looks quite deep. Cage might be getting in his way a little bit.
White.
Oh, tough guy from White trying to get out of it.
Got to be careful about giving his back up here as Bagley. If White can pop his head out of this position, frame the head.
Wow, still doesn't give up position there, Nik Bagley. What a performance. Credit to his opponent, Macca White, but Nik Bagley, great performance.
Bagley really did tick all the boxes there, and he made his way to looking to secure the Bantamweight title here at FIGHTSTAR. And he really did make sure that he worked to his best strength. He didn't expose any of his weaknesses and didn't allow White to maneuver on the bottom. An excellent performance here from Nik Bagley.
Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for our first championship fighters. Come on. FIGHTSTAR Championship action, Bantamweight division, 5 rounds. And we go to our judges' scorecards. George Poirier scores about 50-45. George Jackie Appel scores about 50-44. And our head judge, Michael Williams, scores about 50-44, declaring your winner by unanimous decision and the new FIGHTSTAR Championship Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Nik Bagley.